Well, g'day folks, how you going? Welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time here, then a special good day to you. Welcome to part 2 of our series. Not sure what I'm calling it yet, but we'll be travelling from the northern Goldfields region through to the northern wheat belt part. So we've actually been on the road for a week and a half, but haven't filmed a lot in that time because I've covered a lot of stuff from Perth to Kalgoorlie in other videos. So if you want to check some of that stuff out, have a look at Pipe Dreams, which is about the bringing the water from Mundaring to Kalgoorlie on the pipeline. And there's a couple of other videos of the Kalgoorlie area, but this is the first video in the start of this series where we really sort of get started. And we've travelled about 100 kilometres north of Kalgoorlie to a little siding here that used to be a little railway repair area. So we're going to have a look around here.
On the road with John, chasing the sun. Highways calling and we're on the run. From the bush to the beach, where the wild things roam. With a rooftop tent or a van we call home. Yeah, we're living the dream, just moving along. Out here with freedom. On the road with John. Wake with the dawn, hear the magpies sing. Pack up the camp, time to chase new things. Dust on the wind and stories to share.
From Goongarrie Rock, the road stretches on to Kalgoorlie. A drive that feels like travelling through the layers of time. The further east you go, the more the land opens up, until the horizon seems endless and the red dirt begins to take over. Kalgoorlie, or Kalgoorlie Boulder as it's known today, has been the beating heart of West Australia's goldfields for more than a century. Founded in 1893 after the discovery of gold by Paddy Hannon and his mates, the town exploded almost overnight. Within months, thousands of hopefuls arrived, chasing fortune in the unforgiving heat and the outback. Those early days were tough. Tents, dust, flies and hard graft. But the gold kept coming, and Kalgoorlie became a city built on determination and a fair bit of luck. The grand old buildings along Hannon Street still tell that story. A glimpse into the time when this was one of the richest towns in the country. I've actually done a video in the past on Kalgoorlie and the surrounding goldfields in more detail. I'll drop a link in the description to those ones. These days, nothing much changes around town, except for the steady churn of mining construction and the ever-growing size of the super pit. It's clear that gold mining is going to be around here for some time to come. The super pit dominates the skyline, a massive open cut mine that gives you a real sense of the scale of what's been taken from the ground here. Standing on the lookout, you can see trucks that look like toys from up high, yet each one is the size of a house. But beyond the machines and the noise, there's a history that still lingers. In the old pubs, the heritage buildings and the people who've called the place home for generations. It's a city that wears its past proudly, even as it keeps digging towards the future. Leaving Kalgoorlie behind, the road north quickly becomes quieter, and before long you're surrounded by the classic goldfields country. Open woodlands, red dirt, and that endless sky. About an hour out of town is Goongarrie, once a small but hopeful settlement along the old railway line. The Goongarrie rail siding is little more than a collection of relics these days, but standing here you can almost hear the steam trains rolling through, carrying miners, supplies and everything a young gold town needed to survive. It's a place frozen in time. In 1893, a prospector named Billy Frost came through here and discovered gold. And originally, this place was called 90 Mile, but later on, they changed the name to Goongarrie. Goongarrie itself was once a busy little stop on the old narrow gauge line running north out of Kalgoorlie. After gold was discovered, the town sprung up quickly, with shops, hotels, a post office, even a miners' institute. When the railway arrived, a station master and fettlers made their homes here to keep the line running. But like so many towns in the Goldfields, once the mine slowed and the traffic dried up, Goongarrie began to fade. By the late 1920s, most of the railway buildings were removed and relocated, leaving behind only a few cottages and scattered foundations. Today it's quiet, empty and slowly returning to nature, a stark reminder of how fast the boom times came and went in this part of Western Australia. The buildings here were built from stone, most likely gathered around the area, and the workmanship really shows. The walls were straight, tight and neatly laid, much better than the rough bush buildings you sometimes find out in these old sidings. It really is such a shame that drop kicks, and that's putting it politely, get their thrills because they've got nothing better in their life than to destroy something like this. Obviously they have spent some time renovating these old buildings some time ago. I have seen pictures where they're all in good nick, you know, but they obviously spent some time renovating to get these to look good again. And if these idiots just come along, nothing better to do, and then to just smash the places up. I mean, what do they get out of it? A thrill for 2 seconds. And they stuff everything up for everybody else, but that's the problem. These people, they don't give a rat's about anybody else. But, I mean, these were old railway houses, so the workers used to live in them. They're not very big. I mean, I'm guessing this must have been a bedroom. And then this was a lounge room. And that other room was was the kitchen area, I guess. With the trains out the back there. See, and this is why that other one is fenced off, to stop this sort of stuff from happening. So at least that one is in good nick. But unfortunately you can't go in and have a look. And they've got another bit here fenced off, but there's nothing in there, so I'm going to say perhaps maybe there was a house there once, but they have knocked it down. There's probably nothing left to save, so they just got rid of it. There is another house, another 1 or 2 houses further down on the end up there as well, but it's the same as that one there. So yeah, so that is the Goongarrie rail siding. Now we're going to head off and see if we can find our way into the Goongarrie station, the pastoral station. Depends on what the road's like and whether we're going to get in, but we'll go give it a try anyway. Moving on from the old railway station, we turned off onto the gravel road for our 14-kilometre drive into Goongarrie Homestead. The station itself has a really layered history. After the gold rush died down, Goongarrie evolved into a pastoral lease. A sheep station was established in 1924, though it was never really hugely developed, largely because water was so hard to come by. The homestead buildings you'll see today, the main house, the shearer's cottage and even the sandalwood camp, reflect that pastoral era. In 1995, the state bought the station and folded it into conservational land, so now it's part of the Goongarrie National Park. Back in its pastoral days, the homestead managed sheep in this tough outback country, though limited water always made the running difficult. Well, this is Goongarrie Station. In fact, the road coming in was a hell of a lot better than I thought it would be. I was thinking it was going to be corrugated, perhaps rutted, but it looks like it may have only been graded not too long ago. So it's not a working station anymore. It closed down some years ago. You used to be able to camp in here, but you're not allowed to camp here anymore at the moment. I'm assuming that'll probably change at some point, but let's go in and let's have a look at what's here. So this is obviously some kind of picnic area where you can have a barbecue and that. Of course, back in the day when you could stay here. Some implements there hanging on the wall. Isn't it amazing? You're out in the middle of nowhere, and when somebody rings your doorbell back at home, back in Perth, 700 kilometres, 800 kilometres away, your doorbell goes off. And always when you're filming. So we'll go in here and have a look around. Oh, there's something I don't want to know about. Snakes. Let's hope we don't find any of them around here. We can apparently go in these to have a look around. So let's just find out. Doors open. Let's go in and have a look. It's a bit dark in here, but we'll see what we can find. So this must have been probably a... Oh no, this is the bathroom, because in there is the shower. Big mirror on the wall. This is the kitchen area. Bedroom. I suppose there must have been a lounge room in the day, but when you're camping here it's probably some kind of common room. Oh look, a visitor's book. I'll have to fill that in if I've got a pen. The bedroom down here as well. That's what it looks like out there. I was going to say there's an outhouse out there, but it's got power to it, so I don't know how many toilets out in the bush had lights going to it, but there you go. I'll go back out the door I came in because I didn't close that properly. I'll have a look at this visitor's book first. Found a pencil, so I sharpened it so I can write something, but the last entry in here was in 2018. So I wonder if nobody wrote anything because there was nothing here to write with, or if that in fact is the last person to write something. But I'm going to write something now. What is the date today? It's the 22nd of October. sheds up the back over here. Let's go down there and look, see what's around there. See, there's a sign there that says shearers cottages down there. We'll go and check them out as well. Just over here they've got a picnic table under the tree and a concrete barbie pit as well. I'd say in the days when you could camp here, you just pretty much picked a spot wherever you wanted to go and set up camp. You put your caravan in here, you'd be out of the heat and good little spot. I mean, there's no doubt about it, and I'm pretty sure I've said it before in other videos. Life out here in the day would have been pretty damn hard. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people these days couldn't handle living the way they were back in the day. What's this got here? Tell you what, the bloody flies are hungry around here too. Just have a look, see what this is. That's the toilet. That is a toilet with toilet paper. It's alright, don't need that at the moment. Let's go down here and see if we can find our way to the shearer's cottage. Oh, did you see the lizard just run across there? I don't mind if they've got legs, it's when they haven't got legs that I'm worried. Let's see if we can get in this one. Always check for creepy crawlies before I come into these places, just to make sure. Kitchen out the back, whoops, watch the step, bit of a stove. This must be the toilets. Yeah, they've screwed them shut, make sure nobody uses them. I'm going to guess the idea is that there's no camping here for a while. A little room out here. Obviously didn't have too many shearers. There's heaps of room to camp here. I'm going to have to get that fly net out. Alright, I saw some old machinery over back there. We'll go and have a look at that. Just having a look past this building. I wonder if this may have been a generator building. It's got oil on the ground and there's a pad down here, so maybe a generator was bolted down here, and then on the back wall here got a connection for the shearer and a connection for the homestead. So it might have been like a plug going in each direction. So perhaps this is where they got their electricity from. I don't know, what do you reckon? Should we try do one of them will it start videos? I don't know if it's going to make it. Look, I'm no expert, but I guess this gives a bit of an indication of what kind of station it was. So I'm going to say by the size of it, they must have had cattle out here. And over here is the gate where they would have sorted the cattle out into where they wanted it to go. Whether it went up the ramp into there, or maybe this might have been another area here. There we go, got it fixed. But I mean, it's well set out, you know. It's got heaps of picnic tables everywhere. There's lots of little barbecue areas, fire pit areas. Bit of old machinery, and as you look into the distance, there's still more junk around that you could go exploring. You know, I'm just going to go and have a look at this house down here. I thought it was a shed, but it is actually another house. But and then I think we'll probably have lunch, and then we'll get going again, as it's just about lunchtime now. That was an amazing visit to both places. From here we're heading out to our camp for the night at Niagara Dam, but I think I'll leave that till next time. Join us next time when we take a look around Niagara Dam area, explore an almost ghost town, and track down where that train we saw at Goongarrie siding was heading. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps YouTube show my videos to other people, and it helps the channel grow. And don't forget the new hype button on YouTube mobile. Tap that as well. It'll only take you a second, but it helps me out massively. So until next time, thanks for watching and happy travels.